the painting. And if you guys have watched my recent live, you can clearly see this is like a different location what I have been doing. So today I thought I won't post a live of this painting. So and but as I continued to paint this, and I was like, wow, maybe I should put a live for this painting. So that's what I'm doing right now. And putting live stream is actually so fun to me, because in that way I get to interact with others. I don't care about the views or anything. I'm just doing it for in the interaction between others, and yeah, like real time interaction between others. And I know the lighting is bad. My lighting is inside my shelf, and I don't want to open the shelf now, and I'm kind of lazy, so that's how it is. I know this is kind of looking so creepy, but we'll just have to make it look good. So this is not the type of paintings that I used to do, but I was thinking of participating in a painting competition. So there's a theme, so that's why I'm painting in this theme, like a mask kind of theme for it. And it's actually so like so horrific. So let's just give it some dark to it. Okay, it's looking so creepy. But we are not clearly aiming for anything that creepy, but since I thought it is a mask, so let's just do like a mask in which people will put on like happy, sad. It's like representing our emotions. People are putting masks, they are not being themselves, so that's why I thought of doing this mask kind of theme for this painting. So to be honest, this is looking so creepy. And the thing is, I didn't really mean to make it creepy. So if you guys are thinking what medium I'm using oil paints. That's what I'm most comfortable with. And so, this is like a man's shadow looking at the mask, and there's like this, I don't know what to say, iron nail, yeah, nail kind of thing, in which the mask is hanging onto the nail, so that person can choose what mask to wear. So that's the thing which I'm looking for. I might add or take some black, because that's too dark if I'm looking at the other paintings. This is an 8 into 10 inch canvas. That's all I had. So wait, let me just add more shadows. Thank you. And now we'll add some black. Yep, so this is how it is looking so far, and let's just add some kind of colors to here. And yeah, all three masks is ready. Wait, let me. I have on my flash, and next we'll just paint this snail. Nail will just go directly with some black. I have not actually prepped the canvas or anything. I'm just going directly with paint. And I didn't think I would actually put live today. I know my lives are boring, but today's life is live. Oh my god, today's live is not like I have not prepared, or like, I mean, I don't actually prepare for my lives or anything, but just saying. So this is how it is looking so far. Thank you. And for the background, and this is not done yet. So for the background, I was hoping to paint with the lightest shade of gray. Should I add some shadows? Maybe we'll add some shadows. And I have got my reference. I'm looking at my reference and painting. I'm not actually drawing with my imagination or anything. I just can't, draw or paint without actually looking at something. I'm turning off this flash because it's making me distracted. Like, I just can't look into the flash for so long, so I'm turning it off. I'm sorry. So maybe I'll just take the light and maybe I'll put it on. So we'll add some more shadows to this one also, maybe in the other direction or the same direction. Mm. Let's just add, like, small lines to give it more, like, a detailed. I don't know if I made it worse or anything. I'm just trying. So this is how it is looking so far. And for the background, I'm just gonna add some white to the mixed color, and I guess a little bit of brown to it, and we'll mix it into some linseed oil and just paint the background. So this is gonna be the shade of the background, and I'm not liking the blue undertone that much. Let's just add some more white. And the thing I hate is painting the background. Maybe it is because I'm using a smaller brush, but this is not small. So I really hate painting the background. Maybe after that I'll give some more details to the snail, and because it is looking not good without any details or anything. So this is how this area is looking like. There's not much difference, but we can't just leave it like this. We'll have to give, after painting this background, I have to give some more details to look like it cracked, some crack lines, some things like that. And I hope I'll finish the background soon because I'm too lazy to paint the background. That's the thing that I hate the most. But I didn't want to start it before painting this mask or anything, because I know I would get lazy. So I know there's not much of a difference, but there's kind of some difference, but I just don't want to paint the background. For the background, I have used a little amount of brown with some pre-mixed palette for this mask and white to get this shade. So I'm just gonna finish this background quickly because I'm becoming more lazy to paint. And if you guys wanna see my palette, I'll show you at the end. I have used white, black and brown. This is my palette for this painting. I'm gonna leave it black and white. I'm not gonna color this because some things are beautiful in black and white. They don't want color, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just hoping that I will finish this background quickly. And I have not prepped my canvas or anything. I'm just going directly with the paint because I don't have gesso with me. I have finished it. So the background doesn't make that much of a difference, but I want this kind of tone for the background. Maybe that would complement this rather than just painting or leaving it like this. So after I paint this background, I'll just go with this silhouette of a man, and I'm not gonna paint this directly with black because that might not look good. I'll just paint it with some shades lighter than black. And I have used this paintbrush so far. And this paintbrush, I don't know where did I got this paintbrush from, but this is so good because in this area you guys can see there's a bulge kind of, so it's making it easier to hold the paintbrush. That really makes a difference if you take other I mean there's also in this paintbrush also this is going from thick to thin, but this really does make a difference. To be honest, I'm getting so lazy to paint the background. That's the thing that I hate most. I don't care what I do, care about the other things to paint. I just really hate painting the background. It's making me so mad, and I'll become so lazy in painting these backgrounds. Oh, thank you whoever commented. Thank you so much. I really love to go for live streams because of the live interaction between others. I really love that. So that's why I was let's just put the live. I mean, I didn't initially thought that I would go live for this painting. Maybe I thought maybe I should just film it and post it, but I was too lazy to edit, and so that's why I didn't film it, and I didn't thought of that. And I still have one video to edit, and sometimes I get really lazy to edit. I mean, I'm not doing that well of editings in my videos, but still I'm lazy. So I still need to give more details to this. Wow, good. Send on അടിപൊളി. Nice. So my friend came and she's like showed us what she painted, and that is really good. Like she painted a Batman. No, a Spider-Man. Painting is so good. It's like, you know, a comic version. Uh, it's so good. She's such a good artist. I mean, it's a bless to be surrounded with more artists in, like, you know, where we can discuss and give opinions and ask opinions about opinions. You know, sometimes we really need an artist opinion. You know, there are so many things that an artist only notices, so it's like a blessing to be around with artists, like, you know, who have the same hobbies as me, and I'm really happy. So guys, I'm now at my college dorm room, and I'm like so embarrassed to tell that I have a YouTube channel to my friends. So I didn't really told them yet, like, that I have a YouTube channel. So I don't know when will I, you know, actually tell them that I have a channel and I post videos. So, and I don't mean to hide it, but I'll get really embarrassed, like, you know, hearing my own voice. So, and I'm not getting that much views also. Like, I would get 20 views per video. So I'm not that confident about showing my YouTube channel to my friends. So I don't know when will I show them my channel, but not soon, I guess. Maybe if they found out, you know, I'll be scrolling YouTube, and I have 2 YouTube accounts, okay? So I'll be scrolling to in my YouTube account, and I get recommended my own videos because I have subscribed from my another YouTube account. So, and I'll be scrolling with my friends, and maybe they already saw it and they're acting like they didn't see because they want me to tell about that. I don't know, but I'm sure that if they notice, they'll see. I don't want to paint this background. So I'm gonna paint this area, and I'm gonna take some white but a little bit of black, maybe some more black. Is this the shade? No, let's just add some more black to make it more darker. More darker. Now it's like completely. Yeah, maybe this shade will be it. So let's see how it is looking like. And I have, it's a good thing that I already drew the outline with a pencil. Now I just gotta fill inside this area. I mean, I don't usually already draw using, I don't usually draw with a pencil. I just go directly with the paint. I'm glad that I draw using pencil for this painting. So now all I gotta do is uh, fill this area. Maybe it's better to put more dark inside this. Why I am not painting the darkest, or I could have directly painted this color, this shade of black right here, but I don't want to do that. I don't want this to be that dark, but we want some dark too, so that's what we are aiming for. So if you guys want to see my palette, I mean, there's nothing to see about it, but if you guys want to know what colors, I mean, it's obvious what colors did I use, but I'll show you my palette after I finish this. Yeah. And the ഉണ്ട് വലുതാ അയ്യോ. So that's my friend, and I was too embarrassed to say that I'm actually filming a live, so I just hide the camera and hide the display. So I'm getting too lazy, guys. I'm getting too lazy. So this is how it is looking so far, and I'm getting so sleepy now. I mean, I'll only go after I finish this painting, because I don't like to keep my paintings for the next day. I just want to finish it quickly. I'm a type of person who doesn't actually spend that much time in a piece or in a painting, and maybe that's why my paintings lack details. And if I'm comparing to other artists, that's why. But I don't know what will I do. I just don't want to spend too much time in a single painting. And I just want to finish this area quickly so I can like analyze it, how it is looking, what all things that I need to change, and things like that. And maybe I'll also put a live tomorrow because um, I have another painting to do. I mean, I'm saying like I got a commission or something to paint, but I have another painting to do also. But I don't usually paint this kind of paintings. If you guys watched my videos or my live streams, you guys can probably know that I don't usually paint this type. I'm not a type of person to draw this type. I love to paint, I love to paint like Renaissance type of paintings, if that's what they call. So this brush is so good. I'm getting too lazy. Maybe I should have used another brush to paint this area. Maybe I'll just use another brush. I'm gonna use this flat brush because sometimes it is really good for covering a large space. And I don't have a larger flat brush with me right now. All my brush are at my home and I am in my college dorm. So I was like, why do I need to take all my paint brushes with me? Girl, now I know why. And I'm gonna dip in some of the linseed oil. Maybe it's too much linseed oil. Not some, I guess. I don't know why am I laughing to this ridiculous jokes which I made. And now here it is looking like a gradient, light to dark. So for drawing those, maybe I'll take some tissue and wipe this area because here it does have excess oil. And okay, color changed. I accidentally mixed it with some other colors in the palette, so So this is what this area is looking like so far. Yeah, this flat brush is good for covering large areas in a short amount of time. And let's just go in with the other brush which we used earlier. I'm not really happy with this, looking like some alien or something. This not it is supposed to be looking like. I don't know what happened. Maybe because of different shades. And we are gonna continue in our background. And I'm becoming more lazy to finish, and the cover have different so I have got my light. Now we can actually see. Okay, I like this. Now it's good. Let's add some more white, and I think it's good. Maybe more white. Maybe we'll just paint it like this here, and we'll just repeat the process by taking a tissue and just wiping it out. Let's see how this looks after we take the tissue and take some paint out. Yeah, this is looking nice. Yeah, that's nice. I'm actually nervous to paint this area because, you know, if I accidentally touch the, this area or this area, it might ruin everything. So we don't want that to happen. gonna repeat the same process. But we have to be careful. So this is how this area is looking like after. Actually, I'm not really that happy with, I mean, not with the painting or anything, but with this shadow. I don't know why. Let's just repeat the same process. So that's what this is looking like so far. I hope you guys can see. So our background is looking most of done, not most of, like 50% is done, because we still have more details to do. I don't know, is there something wrong with this part? I don't really know what to do. So that's why I'm just finishing up the background. Then we'll just look if we needed to fix anything with this part or. I'm sorry about the mess in the background. Sorry. So this is how the background is looking so far. And I still have more details to do, and I still I still have more things. lines like this. And this is not looking that realistic for a crack, I know, but it's my first time doing it. So we'll just add some kind of cracks. Like, I don't even know if I'm doing it right, or like am I just wrong or something. I'm guessing I'm like completely ruining this. I'm also looking for some like cracking in smooth. Just adding some lines, and let's just go and so this is how like maybe I'll just add some like dots or something like that. Just not really. So this is how it is looking like, and I don't know what to say about it now. Maybe we'll just stop adding or drawing some crack. not really sure what more to add or some things like that. So this is how the thing is looking like so far. And I accidentally so this is how the paint is looking so far. I mean painting is looking so far. Yep. So this is how the painting is looking so far, and I guess I try to add some bags or something like that, and I'll see you guys after sometimes, or I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this live. And this is like a quick painting. It took me like an hour and 30 minutes or something like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.